I'll start. Hi, everybody. Welcome to 2022, the first team call of 2022. Tonight, we are going to go over kind of a lot of dates and stuff like that. I love talking about that stuff. I feel like the last couple of days, I have just been in organizing mode, planning mode, goal setting mode, like vision mode, like all the things, creating all the binders and all of that. So I'm going to kind of share with you what I've been doing, as well as share some important dates of things that are coming up this month and this year. I don't know if I have really any big things total in for the year, but there's a couple things. Still recovering from the big C. Hit my family over Christmas while we were in Chicago, which was a lot of fun. My husband and I decided we were not going to get stuck in Chicago. We rented a car and drove home while sick. So it all worked out. We were home by New Year's Eve, actually the day before. So we got home the day we had planned on getting home. So anyhow, I'm still recovering a little bit. I honestly feel like I had a cold, so it wasn't really that bad. Thank God. Like this new Omicron is literally just a cold, basically. So anywho, what we are going to talk about tonight is the calendar that Beachbody put out. If you did not see that, you should have gotten an email. They send one every single month. I get it as the Diamond Insider, but then it comes to all coaches, I think the first of the month. And it used to be, and I don't know if this is something new that they're doing, where they just gave a calendar this month. In the past, it would be like announcement, and then a little bit of a training at the end from coaches. Whereas this month, and I don't know if this is how it's going to be for the rest of the year, they just gave you like a calendar of important dates and things that are coming up. And then it was more, the whole email was a larger kind of training. Usually it's like a Q&A from a coach. So I'm going to go over some of the dates that are in there. I'm going to go over some of the dates that are on our calendar, which Jessica posted today in the team page. So in the Soulfully Me Worthy Warriors team page, there is that calendar there. So I'll go over some of those important dates. We are going to, there's just a lot happening this month, and I didn't even realize it until I was like looking through everything. I'm going to talk about our team call schedule. That's going to alter a little bit for at least this first quarter, and then we will reevaluate and see how it's working. And then I want to talk about the cool Success Club rewards that are happening this year. Those things are always like, I love getting prizes for doing my job, right? So they have some actually really good ones this year. Sometimes it's like, oh great, another t-shirt. But this year, like the grand prize is like a Lululemon jacket, which is awesome. So if you didn't know that, it's pretty cool. And anyhow, I'm going to talk about the trackers that I'm using, that I found on Etsy. So I'll share those links with you guys if you are interested in using them as well. Unfortunately, they like post on all their things, like, do not just give these to your team. I would love to, but they're very, it was like $11, I think, to download this tracker that I'm using. So I'll share that with you. But let's start with some dates first. So the job one, who started job one today? I started for the second time. I never finished it the first time because COVID hit. So I decided, screw it, I don't care. I don't need to finish it. I'll just start over with my clients and with our group. Haley graciously put together our group for us. So thank you for that. We do have a big team-wide group. If you would like to get added, you are more than welcome if you're not a part of that. I know for me, I'll be continuing to add to that probably in the next couple weeks, this week for sure. And then just let people kind of start when they start. Also, if you got job one as a coach, I think if you got, I don't know how, I don't know the answer or like the qualifications for this. Maybe somebody else does. How did we get into the exclusive bod group with Jennifer Jacobs? Was it just you had to buy a total solution pack? Or you just had to get job one in general? Actually, I didn't buy a total solution pack. I just
Yeah, I don't know. I bought a total solution pack and I never got the invite.
You did it?
No.
Sure.
And I even sold a challenge pack to a customer last week of job one.
I think you had to, it
It's
was a
successful?
challenge pack with job one by a certain date. I don't know the date though. But if you sold one last week, you should
Yeah,
be in.
Wednesday.
Yeah, let's look into that for you, Haley, because it's just fun. It's fun to be a part of, you know?
Yeah, and I didn't know if like she had to get into a bod group by then because I did send her an invite. Like we don't really have a bod group right now that we're really
Right.
working. So I just sent her an email to like an older one. I just wrote her the email like, hey, here's this for your tracking and stuff, but we have the Facebook group. So I just sent that to her like yesterday or probably the day
Yeah.
before.
It might have been that they had to be in a bod group, but I don't know. Or that you have to have a bod group created. Do you have a general bod group created?
I don't have my own.
Just
I'm
create
admin
one.
for the old 645 one. I'm
Yeah,
admin.
you're an admin for one, so that should count.
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to look into it because that
Okay.
that group started today, and then our group started today, so that's fun. Those were the two things that I basically wanted to talk about. There's a couple more things coming up about job one on the national. I'll just tell them now. On the national wake up call, Jennifer Jacobs was on that call with Carl Deichler this morning. And I just love this program and how she talks about it and how I've been talking about it with people. Like 20 minutes is so doable. And some people might be like, oh, but it's only 20 minutes. Like that sometimes is neat, especially coming off 6:45, right? Or I did 75 hard. So I was doing 2 45 minutes workouts. So for me to like go do 20 minutes, for me, I'm like, eh. But for so many people, and actually it's way more than I remember day one of the first time I did it. I was like, oh, remember Haley? By week 2 and 3, I was like, oh, okay. She does really step it up. But
my husband did day one with me today and he was like, I could do more. So I started playing upper body and he got 5 minutes in. He's like, okay, I'm done. Yeah.
Totally. And then, but it's so doable. And what it is going to do for somebody is teach them that consistency and that follow through and prove to them that they can. That's what I've been telling people. I'm like, this program is going to prove to you that you can, that there isn't an excuse, that you can fit this in. And you're going to like them because you are fitting in 20 minutes a day. I don't even care if they follow a nutrition plan or anything else this month, this first month that they do it. If it's somebody new, just give me 20 minutes because that is going to create a ripple effect. And that is they're going to want to build healthy habits because they're going to feel so good about themselves at the end of that 4 weeks that they actually followed through and did something for themselves. So then you can talk to them about what's next. Let's do it again. Let's now focus on our nutrition alongside that. And really just that initial focus is just like that consistency, that follow through, that they can do it. And that it doesn't have to be this big thing that it can and is that simple, right? So I just love it. I could talk about it all day. Couple things with job one that she announced today that I did not know ahead of time. One is that there is a job one hybrid program coming out. I don't know, program maybe not isn't the right word, but it's 5 workouts on body that are hybrid workouts. So they're 10 minutes of strength and 10 minutes of cycling. So these are for people who have the bike, and there are going to be 5 additional workouts, and they launched a body on the 14th of January. And then she's doing a couple live workouts because she hasn't been doing, since she's been, I didn't even realize this because I don't do her live workouts like that. I haven't been doing a ton of live workouts because of Christmas and COVID and whatever. Anywho, she hasn't been live apparently in Body, but she is coming back, and she's coming back the last week of January. She's doing a job one of the hybrid workouts live on the 20, that Monday, whatever that Monday is, the 24th, I think. It's the day I leave for Hawaii. And then she is doing the last workout of job one. So all of us that are starting today, we will be finished on January 28th. If you do the 5 days each week, like Monday through Friday each week, your last day would be January 28th. She is going to do that last workout live with all of us on Body on the 28th, which I thought was kind of cool too. So that'll be kind of fun. A fun thing to look forward to. All right. Another thing that I definitely do not pay enough attention to is the new Body recipes that are added every Monday. There are new To Be Mindset and Portion Fix recipes that are added every Monday to Body. This used to be, remember when we had Nutrition Plus, this was like the start of that, was having these exclusive To Be Mindset and Portion Fix groups where you got training from Alana and Autumn, and you get new recipes every week. Well, now a lot more of us have Body, and I know I haven't been talking about the nutrition benefits enough. So I know that's something that I want to focus on, is definitely like highlighting some of those recipes and things for my clients in my groups, for my stories, things like that. And even Beachbody is creating, as far as I understand, and I can't even tell you where to find them, but I thought that they were creating little images, and I think they're in the back office somewhere, little images each week of the recipes that are like new, so that you can share them on your stories and things, which I thought was really cool. We have an apparel sale happening. Good question. No, these are exclusive to Body. I think Fixate is separate, and then these are exclusive to like the mindset mentorship. Is that what it's called? And the Fix something. I think it's separate from the Fixate cooking show. It is separate. I do know that. Fixate also comes out with new recipes all the time. And we have so many recipes. I don't utilize them enough. I also am not a recipe person, so that might be why. I just like throw crap together. But so that might be why. But I did make a really good soup yesterday. If you're in our job one group, go try that soup. My friend just made it tonight. She's like, it's so good. We have an apparel sale apparently going on right now, and it ends tomorrow. Super Weekend is this weekend. Who is going? Sorry, Chicago. Anyone else going? Taking Ryan to his first live event on Sunday. It is Sunday afternoon here, so that'll be kind of cool. I forget who we have. I want to say it's Megan Davies, but I don't remember. We have a super trainer here. And I'm looking forward to a live event, although I don't really have anybody coming with me, but I need to also reach out to a couple people and say, hey, want to come to this with me? So look for that if you have one in your local area. If you don't have one in your local area, I assume will be streaming it live, or will be just sharing all the updates as they come through. Because I know big announcements are usually made in January. One of the big announcements is always where we are going for the Success Club trip the following year. So they will be announcing that trip for 2023. So that look out for that, and then work your butt off to get yourself the ability to register for that trip. It's always fun. We are going, oh my gosh, in 2 months to Punta Cana, and I cannot wait. I do not know what time they will be streaming. That's what we need to figure out, because now that we have live events again, I don't know. So let's figure out the streaming on that. Next week, we have a brand new program launching. Who knew that? Anyone? It is To Be Pregnant. And I'm excited about it. Not pregnant yet, but hope to be pregnant sometime this year. So it'll be really kind of cool to have a specific pregnancy program, right? So I may buy it now just because that is a season I will, God willing, be in sometime in the future. But talk to your friends who are pregnant or are someday moms. First of all, tell them about my podcast, and then tell them about To Be Pregnant. If you didn't know, I have a podcast called Someday Mom. And also with To Be Pregnant on Monday, Alana, who is the To Be Mindset nutritionist, is doing a live bar workout with Elise at 10 a.m. Pacific time, I believe it is, on Monday. And they are also launching some pre and postnatal hybrid cycling workouts, which I was like, oh, okay. So they're really stepping it up for the pre and postnatal. And I think that's huge. And I think that's going to be really beneficial because I know a lot of my friends are always looking for, especially postnatal, really like diastasis recti stuff. And so I'm praying that like we get more and more stuff like that, because I think maybe it's just me being selfish that like that'll be the season that I'm going to be in, and the people that I'm going to be talking to that I want specific things to be able to help them. And then new leader conferences this month. I don't believe we have anybody on our team going this year. Lindsay and I went like, oh gosh, what year was that? 2016, maybe 17. And then a whole nother crew went a few years ago. I think it was 2018. And then Kate went, I think 2 years ago. So we need some new star diamonds to get to this NLC. That's the new leader conference, and it's just the new 1 stars. And I think because it's been canceled the last couple of years that they're allowing like last year's qualifiers to go, but they had to qualify a certain way this year as well. But those are all like the big like Beachbody announcements as far as I remember and jotted down. Let me know if I'm missing anything. And then a couple other announcements, like just our team specific, or our big team specific, the UCC stuff is there's been a few changes in United Coach collaboration. So one of those is the open houses. And the only thing that's changing is the 4th open house of the month is coach focused. So instead of having a product and a coach testimony, it's going to have 2 coach testimonies. So it's going to be more like a business presentation than an open house. So that's every 4th Wednesday is going to be a more business presentation. And then as for this month, this Wednesday, Megan Hansen's, I almost said Wiedekamp because that's her maiden name and that's how I knew her in college. Megan and I are the testimonies on this week's open house. So make sure that you are inviting to that. And you can say, hey, 2 coaches on my team are going to be there. And then Jocelyn, I don't know if you guys know Jocelyn, she is the host of the open house. And then Megan is the product testimony and I'm the business testimony. So that will be super fun to have her on there with me. And this is the first one Megan's doing. So that'll be really awesome and exciting for her. So invite your people, get them there. This is a great first call of the year to get people excited and really understand and learn what it is that we have to offer. I know I have a lot of people who are like, tell me more. What do you have? So I'll be inviting them to Wednesday's call. And then Lindsay is leading in 2 weeks. So she is the host for the call on whatever Wednesday. date that is, let's see, the 19th. So Lindsay is leading the 19th, and Megan and I are on it this week, the 5th. Tomorrow, before I forget, well, we'll go into team calls. So team calls, typically for 8 years, Lindsay and I have ran our team calls together, and we are continuing to do that. And they have always been on Monday nights. The time has varied. It's sometimes been 8 Central, it's sometimes been 9 or 7 Central, right? Yeah. 7:30, whatever. But the structure we had last year was the first call of the month was like a kickoff, like this one, just kind of going over dates, what we should be thinking about, planning for, doing that month. The second call of the month was typically an action hour. The third call of the month, Lindsay would lead or get somebody to host. And the fourth Monday, I would lead or I would get somebody to present. And now United Coach Collaboration always had their new coach call on Monday night. And it worked out for us because it happened to be at 7 Central. So if I had to lead it and our calls were at 7:30, I could lead it at 7 and then come to our call after, or at whatever. Anywho, we found that the attendance on those new coach calls were kind of low. And people weren't loving the Saturday morning team calls. Again, that attendance was low because it's Saturday morning. People are usually, if they're doing anything at 9 a.m., I think it was 9 a.m. Central it was probably getting their workout done. So many times I'd be like, there's a team call, and everyone would be in the virtual gym working out. So as the events team, we kind of talk things through and what should we do? And apparently we came up with, I was not, it's great and it's fine, that team call should be on Monday nights and new coach calls should be on Monday nights. So we are going to join forces there, and it'll still work out where we're going to have 2 Mondays where we have our team call just like this, a kickoff, an action hour, we bring somebody. We're not going to set it in stone. Lindsay and I are going to chat a little bit more tomorrow about it. But I don't want to set it in stone that it's always an action hour and it's always a kickoff. Like, I want to more like be able to read it. Like, what do we need? What does the team need? So we'll have our team calls, the Soulful Elite Me and Worthy Warrior team calls, on the 1st and 3rd Monday. Time, and we need your guys' opinion on this one. So the United Coach Collaboration calls then will be the 2nd, the 4th, and when there is a 5th, like this Monday, there is a 5th call. No, we're starting this month. There is a 5th Monday. So if there's a 5th Monday, it'll be a United Coach Collaboration call. The 2nd, 4th, and 5th Monday. And that'll always be somebody from the events team bringing you like a training. Whereas I feel like a lot of times our calls end up being not as much training because we've always together and we're always doing the same things. So it'll be really cool to hear from other coaches and collaborate with other teams and see a lot more people on a call a couple Mondays a month. So the 2nd, 4th, and 5th Monday will be a United Coach Collaboration call. And the 1st and 3rd Monday will be our team call. The time though, so the United Coach Collaboration calls are 7 o'clock Central. Ours have, as of recently, been 8 o'clock Central. Would you guys think that they should be the same time? Is it going to get confusing if you're like, oh wait, first Monday it's 8 o'clock, second Monday it's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Should we just move them all to 7 o'clock Central? And I'll talk to Lindsay. Is it 8 Central? We can't move this United Coach Collaboration one, so.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay.
Yeah. United Coach Collaboration ones are 7 Central. I know it's probably bedtime, right? So yeah, same time I know would be, yeah, they've already set those in stone. I don't have as much say in changing that stuff. We can change our call to match that call. So I'll talk to Lindsay, but it sounds like the same time will probably be easier just to remember, and then go from there. But with that said, Lindsay and I are actually leading the very first United Coach Collaboration team call next Monday. So you get to hear from us next Monday. Then you'll get to hear from new people, but we will be, I'm actually leading, and I asked Lindsay if she wanted to do it with me. So we are going to co-lead that on Monday, and bring some fire to the larger team. So excited about that. All right, Success Club rewards. Any questions? I feel like I'm just like running through stuff. Quickly.
Amanda, do they post the recording for on the United Collaboration? Do they post those in the team page or in the page?
Yeah, you know what? I think what they actually do is that we just stream it live in the group. Yeah, I don't like that as much. I need to find out, because I like
it should be
seeing
saved
you
then.
all. It should automatically be saved, but I like to see you all. And if we have to do the streaming live thing, I don't like that. So thank you, because that just made me think, like, what do we have to do for that? But yes, hopefully that is the plan, is to have them recorded, because we know that people can't always make them live, especially with that time. All right. So the gifts for this year, I'm excited. I always love a good bag. So if you earn Success Club 1 month, then you get a crossbody bag. I'm sure it's really, I could not find the pictures. I was like searching everywhere. Somebody has it. Tell me. If you get Success Club for 3 months, then you get some sort of phone mount. I don't know what that is. A tentacle phone mount. Oh, it's like a little thing that you can clip to your desk or stick on the window. It's like a little tripod. If you hit Success Club 6 months, you get a sporty sleeveless hoodie. Don't know if I'm excited about that one. If you hit it for 9 months, you get a super cozy Sherpa lined hooded lounger. I think it's like a Snuggie. I want that. And then if you hit it for 12 months, you get the Lululemon scuba jacket, which apparently is some super expensive fancy jacket that people love, called the scuba jacket, which is interesting to me. But someone that I follow was like, I already have this jacket and it's the nicest jacket ever. And now we get to earn one. So that's pretty cool. I wanted to talk a little bit also about the Beachbody Champions page. I know I haven't been utilizing it very much, but they have trainings and action hours every single week in there, like multiple of them. And they're saved, they're streamed live, so you can go back and watch them. So if you're ever looking for an action hour to do, I know for me, I like to get on the ones I shared the new schedule and password today in our team thread. So I like to get on those, and I got on the one today. But sometimes I like to do the ones from Beachbody Champions too, when I can't get on one of the calls live, one of the Zoom calls live. And so I'll always I'll either go to Julia Boris's YouTube and do one of hers, or I'll go find one in the Beachbody Champions page. And they've been doing them every week for a long time. So there's a lot in there that you just hit play and work right along with them. But each week they change the top. If you're not in the Beachbody Champions page, first of all, get your booby in there. And then just pay attention in there. Maybe turn on the notifications. That's where corporate's going live with announcements. Oh, I did it. Ooh. Yeah, that's where corporate's going live with announcements and all kinds of stuff. That's where they're, talking to Alana about to be pregnant. They're talking to Jennifer about job 1, and they're sharing launch materials and all of this info that I just brought to you is always in Beachbody Champions too. So make sure that that's an important part of your job as a coach, is to be informed so that you can answer questions for people. All right, now to the fun stuff, at least I think it's the fun stuff. Trackers. So I last year made, let me find it. I've already put it away. I don't need it anymore. Where did I put it? There it is. Last year, I took like our regular Success Club tracker and I had it bound at Staples, and I did really good for a long part of the year. Then I did not so good for some part of the year. But this was super helpful just to have all of my trackers in one place. I even had like on the back of each one, just like a blank list where I can write down who I'm inviting, who I'm talking to, et cetera, et cetera. And this year I could have done the same thing, but I was kind of looking for a new tracker. And to be honest, I think Beachbody is creating a new tracker because my corporate mentor asked us in our like mastermind thread the other day, like, what kind of trackers is everybody using? I think they're looking to revamp it a little bit. But anywho, I decided to go on Etsy and see what I could find. And I found one for $2. And while I was finding that, I also found a bunch of other stuff, but which actually didn't fill out yet. I am just excited for just like something. I love something new. It gets me excited. It gets me like ready to wanting to work. So I might change this I printed out enough for 1 quarter, and then I may change it up because that's what gets me motivated and excited. But it literally is the Success Club tracker, you guys. It might have a few extra things on it, but that it's basically the same thing. Pour into your own cup is first, and it has like read your personal development, do your workout, drink your shake, and then it has an extra one of like affirm yourself, like do your affirmations, do your gratitude. It's like a girl looking in the mirror, kind of cute little picture of it. And then it's connect, invite, follow up. I can share the link with you guys if you want to download this too. And those are all the same things that are on the Beachbody's tracker. Help people get results, post value into your groups, reply back to posts and comments, recognize and shout out achievements. Again, that's the same. Most of it is the same. Post and share online, post value, attract your tribe with a CTA, update your stories. And then it has coach business, check your online office, check volume and downline, check in any coach training groups. So that'll remind you like to get into Beachbody Champions, which I kind of liked. And then it has just like some extra things like interact in other interest groups and boost other coaches' posts, et cetera, et cetera. And then on the back, which I'm going to show you a different tracker that I also downloaded instead of that one. So that's like the weekly tracker that I'll check everything off, check all the boxes. And then I also found this other tracker called the coaching, or it's really more of a planner, the Coaching Power Hour Business Planner. And in this one, she has some like, what's your vision and your market and all of those things to help you do some planning, and what are your yearly goals and your quarterly goals, and then a month at a glance. So I'll show you. She just has like a blank month, then this month's action plan. So what are like some big goals for the month, which is nice. And then she breaks it down into the week. So like what are this is just like weekly, what are some big things that are happening over the week? What are your main must happens? You can add more to-dos for that week. Social media planner. which I did not do. I probably should. And then each day there is a today's action plan. So it's affirmations and gratitude. So 3, I wrote a couple affirmations and a gratitude. The top priorities for the day, just 3. You should always in 3s. And then kind of like a basic schedule, which I actually appreciated. I do like a time schedule, but I do end up usually putting, if I like need to do something at a certain time, it's in my Google Calendar on my phone. Whereas this is just more business stuff. Like, okay, in the morning, I put that I was going to do my quiet time, my workout, check in with the group, and make a post. That's all I needed to do in the morning. And then in the afternoon, my afternoon block was do an action hour, create a new client system, have a call with Lindsay, share my podcast. And in the evening, I had a team call. Like, so it kind of broke things down for me. And then there's even a spot for food and water. And then on the back is like kind of more of a tracker for ads and connects, follow-ups, challenge invites, business invites, recognition. Did you check in? And then there's a bunch of extra boxes on the bottom as well. But I just liked it. I think this was $11 to download this PDF. Is this something that I could create myself? Probably. Would I want to? Nope. So I don't mind searching on Etsy and finding things like that. And again, this is something that I geek out about. Maybe you're like, I don't even care. I've got my own planner, but it was something that I thought was helpful for myself. And I thought I'd share it with you guys as well. So would you like those links? I can find them and put them, I'll just put them in the recording of the call, because that'll probably be easier. Oh, and the pic. Yeah, I'll take a pic of it. And put those in there as well. I'll put these in the team page with the links. How about that? I have bad lighting down here. And then this is in the Mompreneur like freebie. So Lindsay and I purchased a bunch of things from Mompreneur for our team, like the challenge group guides. We have like a team page bundle, free group guides. I purchased things for my weekly newsletter or monthly newsletter. I need to get back to. You don't have to purchase things. She has a huge free resource bundle. If you just go to Mompreneur VA, I'll find the exact link, because I always have to be like, it's like the Mompreneur VA. And sometimes I can't find the right one. So I'll share that link as well, because those free resources are great. She has like, and they update them all the time. Like if there is a new sample workout, they'll add it to the sample workout PDF, which I've shared with you guys before, but you can be resourceful as well and find that yourself too. I'm happy to share, but I'm just letting you know that it is available to you. A lot of these free resources are available to you as well. Like, I know Laura, you always love the posting guides, which I have those for January. I downloaded them, then I forgot to put them in the team page, but she gives you like a free posting guide every month. That just gives you ideas for what to post, which is helpful. Sorry, it's real annoying, but general. Some other things that I'm working on for the team, for myself, and then I'll share them with you, is a few systems. Systems are so helpful in making things just easier for you. So you're not like, wait, what do I send when I have a new client? I just put together an email series for new clients, that I am actually switching. I was using Flowdesk, and they don't allow MLMs anymore. Although because I used it before they made the change, I was grandfathered in, but because you guys can't use it, and Aweber is a little cheaper, I'm gonna switch over to Aweber so that I can help you guys set that up a little bit easier. And Aweber is free for up to 500 subscribers. And so I will, once I get it all set up on my end, I'll do a training for you guys so that you can get all that set up. But that this automation piece will just make your life so much easier. So basically what I set up today for new clients is they get a welcome email. A day later, they get another email that says, hey, take those pictures. I know you don't want to, but please take those pictures. You're going to be happy that you do. It's not all about the physical results, but trust me, you're going to get them and you're going to want them. Then a day later, they get an email about nutrition. Here's our two nutrition programs. Take this quiz. Which nutrition program are you going to follow? Then I have it set up for 2 weeks after-ish, after their first email, they get an email reminding them of their auto ship. No, it's something that I have not been the best at, reminding people. I know they get one email, they're supposed to get an email from Beachbody reminding them, but I know if you're anything like me, you get a million emails and don't pay attention to them. If they come from like Beachbody or whatever. And so my hope is that if it comes from me, that they'll pay attention and not get angry when they get charged for something that they should know that they were going to get charged for. But anyway, you know what I mean? So I set up that automation. So I'm going to create one for that. I'm going to create one for new coaches. I'm just like putting together some more systems that's going to just make, hopefully it'll make my life easier. And then if you implement them, I promise it will make your life easier. But one last thing that you guys can look into. Have you heard of Milkshake? You have? It's really cool. So Linktree was something that it's what I use now on Instagram, where you can have links to different things. Milkshake is similar but cuter and cooler, and you can add your own picture and different links. It's an app in the App Store. It's called Milkshake. My friend who sells Plexus, I happened to go to her. I was looking for her cleaning. She has a cleaning checklist. So I was looking for that. And then I was like, wait, what is this Milkshake? So I downloaded that app and I'm going to move all my link trees over to Milkshake. I'm just like in organization mode and I love it. This is my time of year. Now, somebody tell me like in 3 months how I felt right now and tell me to get back to that, because that's just what happens. I need to stay this fired up. The plan this year, no matter what happens, stay fired up all year long. All right, girls, I'm gonna keep coughing. I'm gonna stop the recording.